Hey viewers, you're watching The Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. The Supreme Court of India on Friday, that is today, agreed to examine a public interest litigation seeking a comprehensive statutory framework to regulate political parties and curb their alleged misuse as conduits for black money and criminal activity. A bench comprising Justices Surya, Kant and Joymalya Bagchi issued notices to the Union Government, Election Commission of India and the Law Commission, directing them to file their response within 4 weeks. The petition filed by advocate and BJP leader Ashwini Kumar Upadhyay contends that the absence of a robust regulatory mechanism has enabled the unchecked proliferation of political parties, many of which it alleges are floated solely to launder unaccounted wealth under the guise of political legitimacy. The bench also directed Upadhyay to implead all the recognized and registered national political parties, noting that any directions issued by the court would directly impact them and that they must be given a chance to respond. The PIL highlights recent instances of alleged misuse, including high-profile income tax raids. On July 13, 2025, authorities raided offices linked to the Indian Social Party and Yuva Bharat Atmanirbhar Dal, reportedly unearthing black money worth Rs 500 crore. These parties allegedly received cash donations through Hawala channels and returned the money via checks after deducting a 20% commission. Similarly, a raid conducted on August 12, 2025 on another obscure outfit, the National Sarva Samaj Party, led to the seizure of Rs 271 crore in unaccounted funds from the residences of its office bearers. According to the plea, nearly 90% of registered political parties never contest elections and instead serves as front for money laundering and other illegal activities. The petitioner argues that many such parties are led by individuals with serious criminal records, including charges of trafficking, kidnapping, extortion, rape and contract killings, and that these individuals often enjoy undue police protection and privileges, including the use of government-like insignia hooters and luxury vehicles, thereby projecting a false image of political legitimacy. The petition also underscores the unique constitutional status of political parties in India, highlighting their extraordinary influence under the 10th schedule in binding legislators, recommending disqualifications and indirectly shaping the election of key constitutional functionaries, such as the President, Vice President and Chief Ministers. Despite wielding such power and being substantially financed by the state, political parties in India are not subjected to the same levels of transparency or accountability as companies, cooperatives or public trust. Currently, the Representation of the Public Act 1951 merely provides for the registration of political parties under Section 29A and mandates disclosure of donations above Rs 20,000 under Section 29C. However, there is no statutory requirement for internal democracy, transparent accounting or term limits for leadership. The PIL urges the court to direct the Election Commission to frame comprehensive rules governing the registration and functioning of political parties and calls upon the Union Government to enact legislation aimed at eliminating corruption, casteism, communalism, criminalization, linguism and regionalism from the political landscape. Alternatively, the petitioner has sought a direction to the Law Commission of India to undertake a comparative study of global best practices and draft a comprehensive report on regulating political parties. The plea refers to past recommendations made by various expert bodies, including the Justice Jeevan Reddy-led Law Commission and the Constitution Review Commission chaired by former Chief Justice M.N. Venkatachalya, which had in 2011 prepared a draft Political Parties Registration and Regulation of Affairs Bill. Despite its comprehensive nature, the bill was never seriously taken up for implementation by successive governments. The petition asserts that the lack of regulatory oversight has deeply undermined public trust in the democratic process and enabled corruption to flourish unchecked. It warns that the current scenario wherein political outfits operate beyond the purview of meaningful regulation poses a serious threat to the integrity of Indian democracy. Therefore, the petitioner contends that instituting a robust legal framework for political parties is not only necessary but indispensable for preserving the foundational values of secularism, transparency, political justice, and democratic governance enshrined in the Constitution. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.